Hello Capricorn, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for Capricorns, looking at the month of March 2025 and seeing what divine messages of guidance come through for my Capricorns. So, glad you're here. What's the overall energy? Alrighty. What's hidden? What's hidden that would help? Thank you. Outcome and advice. Next steps. Thank you. Beautiful. All right, Capricorn. A lot came out. Let's start translating these messages. It looks like the foundation where you are, there's an instability, a lack of independence, maybe codependency, not feeling like you can create abundance and independence on your own. There is this new Ace of Pentacles energy coming in. Judgment, an awakening. It feels like you're going from an unsteady place, maybe codependent, not feeling free, not feeling independent, feeling stuck, but you're awakening to a new opportunity. Ace of Pentacles, something new, very different. And with the Fool card coming in, it looks like you're interested in taking a leap of faith towards this new beginning. Eight of Swords showing up. With the Eight of Swords, it feels like there's some limiting beliefs that are keeping you stuck. Stuck from taking this new beginning, from taking this leap of faith. Let's look at a bunch of cards came out in a challenged position. Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands reversed, Seven of Swords as a challenge. Okay, it looks like the limiting beliefs, it looks like what I'm seeing here is I'm talking to somebody who's in a codependent relationship where you depend on the other person, especially financially maybe. So many pentacles. It looks like you want a new beginning. You want something new. You want to take a leap of faith. The challenge is believing that you can learn as you go, that you can figure this new beginning out, that you can learn from your mistakes and figure things out. It looks like some of you are challenged by a player. It feels like some of you, instead of figuring things out and exiting a relationship, some of you want to explore. It's like, I want another relationship. I don't want to just break up this relationship. I want to go right into another relationship. Some of you might be exploring third parties. Or the challenge is that you're in a relationship with someone who is a player and there's lying, cheating, stealing. Let's keep going and see what messages come through. Feels like what I'm looking at is someone who's dependent on someone, some type of financial burdens, not feeling very independent, but wanting a new beginning. Feeling called to be anywhere, to move away from this relationship, to take a leap of faith. But the limiting beliefs, it feels like you might believe that you can't do it by yourself, that you can't figure it out as you go, learn as you go. Queen of Wands energy. And some of you, it feels like there might be, yeah, I'm seeing it the same way. It it would be easier if I had someone else to go to leap of faith into right into another relationship. Okay. Yeah, this feels like communication with a possible suitor while you're still in a relationship. There's a need to take action to get out of this space. I keep getting that. Some awakening calling you to another direction, wanting a new beginning. Fool card. There's all this energy of Two of Wands too. You have the whole world at your hands. You need to take action towards what you desire, what you want. Okay. Some of you are in a marriage. And so it feels like there's just a lot. It feels like it's hard to imagine all the steps of getting out of this relationship, going towards what you want. Let me see if there's anything around a marriage contract. Rich man. So is your partner rich? Is there some type of financial handcuffs? Golden handcuffs keeping you tied to the finances, the stability and the security. It feels like this person who you rely on, maybe depend on financially, is cruel. Maybe covertly behind closed doors. The court reversed. Feels like it's tricky because who you're in a relationship with has taken advantage of your dependency on them. Financial, for stability, security. And so they feel like they can treat you like an employee, boss you around, lord over you. Feels like I'm talking to somebody who's very sweet and very kind. Feels like there's a change in the winds. There's a shift that's occurring. It feels tricky too because this person just interferes, doesn't want you to have independence. Tries to block you from moving on, tries to block you. This is a really, yeah, there's a lot of brutality here. It feels like an enmeshed relationship. And they're so close to you, it's hard to imagine you without them. What must it be like without their energy in your space, without their beliefs, without them? It's a very enmeshed relationship. You're not allowed to have any healthy boundaries. You definitely haven't established any healthy boundaries. So I can see why it's tricky to believe that you could leave this. it looks like you're feeling very stuck, afraid to make a move, stuck in a comfort zone, but in a nightmare, waking up from a nightmare and living a nightmare, going back to sleep a nightmare, Groundhog's Day, nothing changes. And it feels like your fears are keeping you in that comfort zone. Maybe, yeah, let's look at what's hidden for Capricorn. We have the World card. Let's start. Page of Swords, Page of Cups in reverse, World card. So ending a cycle. Pages. So more complexity. Some of you have children with this person, and this makes it even more complex. Okay. So this person also might be so toxic and controlling and manipulative that, boy, yeah, tough. Kids as well, child or children. I'm also getting, it feels like you're the person you're in a toxic relationship with. It feels like they don't really communicate to create connection and understanding. They communicate to dictate, boss around, manipulate. This feels like someone who would rather watch you. Surveillance. There's some type of surveillance to lord over you. It feels like it's hard to make moves away from this relationship because it feels like this person's got you watched. That's if that doesn't resonate, then you're not hearing it from me. This is confirmation for someone who's being surveilled by, kind of kept, watching your movements, watching your online activities. It feels like this person is very controlling and it feels like you can't ask for help. This person's wildly immature. With the World card here, it looks like there's a real possibility, a real opportunity to end this cycle with achievements, with accomplishments, having the whole world at your fingertips. Again, Eight of Swords. There's a lot of beliefs, internal beliefs that you have that are keeping you stuck. Feels like a lot of fears, a lack of confidence, a lack of belief that you can make a change, a lack of courage, which means your fears are overwhelming your belief that you can overcome those fears. And so it feels like you're staying stuck. It feels like your life isn't desirable. It doesn't feel like you're excited about your life, interested. It feels like it's all the energy, all the excitement has been chewed up out of this relationship. What does Capricorn need to know? What would be helpful information in what's hidden? Four of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Pentacles upright is holding on too tight to a foundation. Feeling insecure and holding on to something that's not for you. So it looks like there's a need to let go, to detach from what doesn't serve you. Feels like what I'm getting here and what's hidden is Only you can make this decision to get out of this relationship and go towards a life that you prefer. Only you can make that decision for yourself, because you're going to have to put in the work, the effort. You're going to have to create a new beginning, learn as you go. So it feels like what I'm tuning into, Capricorn, in March, is some of you are making a decision to leave, to believe that there's something better, to get out of a comfort zone, to let go of what you've known and what has been, and relearn. Figure things out, learn a new way of being, show yourself the exit. Seven of Swords again coming out, this time in reverse. At first it was coming out as a challenge. Now it's coming out in reverse with Lovers in reverse. For some of you, it feels like you're wanting someone to come rescue you, like another relationship that you can... Kind of looks like a life raft. Jumping into another relationship. Some of you, it feels like wanting another relationship instead of taking the time to just end this, waiting for someone to come in. And with Sun in reverse, it looks like that doesn't really create the happiness, because your vibration will be the same, and so you will attract someone very similar without letting something end and allow your vibration to shift and change. It feels like out of the frying pan into the fire. All right, let's look at the advice and outcome. Oh, that's interesting. Three of Wands, Six of Cups. I think it might have been Three of Wands, or Three of Wands reverse Six of Cups, or Three of Wands came up as, I want to say, Sagittarius's overall energy, part of. You might want to look at Sagittarius's reading if you have other signs. It's a timing. Three of Wands is my timing card. Six of Cups is family, fond memories of the past. Very sweet, loving energy, family. It feels like there's a timing, and you can create a happiness that you prefer. What does Capricorn need to know? What would be really helpful information, news they can use? Solid advice. Hermit reverse, Ace of Swords. So this message has been coming up now. This is the third time. I don't want to be alone. I think your belief of I don't want to be alone, anything but being alone, I can't be alone, is keeping you in unhappy places and unhappy relationships. Feels like that's part of the Eight of Swords stuck mindset that you have, of a belief system of I can't do it by myself. I can't do it alone. And there's some truth coming in. So you've got two new aces, two new energies coming in. Ace of Pentacles in the overall, and in the advice and outcome, Ace of Swords. Clarity, truth, victory. I think victory is yours if you're willing, if you let go of that belief, anything but being alone. I can't be alone. I can't do it alone. Wow. Okay. And there are people in your environment that are making life really impossible for you. It feels like there are people who've turned their back on you. A King of Cups, an Queen of Swords, and King of Pentacles. Look, they all are showing up with their backs turned, with justice in reverse. Feels like you've got a crew of people who've turned their backs on you, trying to create an injustice. I feel like energetically it's going to get more and more uncomfortable in this environment. You tolerating more and more and more because you don't believe you can go at it alone. And so you're setting yourself up for injustices by staying in an environment that's not for you. Staying with a person and people who don't care for you, who've turned their back on you. And it feels like it's going to get more and more unjust. Feels like the environment is, you're being... what I'm seeing energetically is you don't want to be at that energy. You don't want to join these people at that toxic energy of injustice. But you're also afraid to have a new beginning and go at it alone. And so this is, it feels like you're working through that in the month of March. And with the Ace of Swords coming out, maybe inviting in new ideas, new perception, new ways of seeing things, new epiphanies coming in. So, all right, Capricorn, I hope that's helpful. Have a wonderful March. Take care.